Checking out all the things. Hello, 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 everybody. That's right. We're making some wild hair food tonight. Hey, everyone. Hey, hey, hey. Woohoo! We're going to get some funky cooking going. Nope, we're actually going to do a really, really good job. Okay. Hey, everybody. Let me get myself situated here. Get you up on the tripod. Awesome. We're going to turn that around. Ooh, I think that's a pretty good view. What do you guys think? Sweet. All right, well, let me introduce myself. Hey, everybody. My name is Leis. I am Leis on Life. That's L-E-I-S. Hey, Grandma Dana. How you doing? I am Leis on Life, L-E-I-S-O-N-L-I-F-E. I am a wife, a mom, a busy paralegal, and the queen of my kitchen. And I help you guys get veggies on your table at every meal. And today we're doing something a little funky. So I am in the process of, I actually joined this group, and it's called Find the Money Project. And it's with Danny J from DannyJ.com, owner of the Sweaty Betties. And she is doing this 2-week challenge where we're trying to find money that's already in our house. And one of the key things that she said that we need to do is we need to eat everything in our house before we go shopping for more. And I was like, oh, I know. Oh, but she's right. Because honestly, with me, you know, doing these VeggieCentrics, I get all excited. Hey, thank you for the hearts. I get all excited about, I'm going to cook this, you know, veggie dish. And I go out and I buy all these different vegetables and I use a quarter of them. And then they sit in the fridge, right? And Grandma, are you getting kicked off today? That's a bummer. Maybe we're having some Periscope issues. I was trying to watch a couple people this morning and it was going kind of wiggy. But anyway, so, you know, that food sits here and I do use it, but not as well as I should. Hi, Bunny Kate. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming on. So today, my challenge is that I'm not going to the grocery store to prepare for my VeggieCentric Periscope. Today, I'm going to my fridge and I'm going to grab what's in there and we're going to make something. So what I did was, and I'm going to give you guys a little look of what I chose out of the fridge. I had a bunch of eggs. All right, there's my eggs. Spin you guys around. I have a big old thing of some veggies. I've got carrots and little tomatoes. I have a bunch of celery, which I love putting in everything. I have this little mushroom. He's going to go in there too. And I actually always have a little bit of turkey taco meat. So we're going to use that today. And we're going to make a Mexican frittata. So let me put you guys back. All right. So right now what I've got is my oven is actually on at 450 because we're going to end up, once we get the frittata done in the pan. I know, right? It sounds super good. Thanks for coming. Hey, it's Bunny Kate, right? So is your name Kate? Let me know where you're from so that I can start to recognize you. Thanks for coming. Again, my name is Leis. I am Leis on Life all over social media, Twitter and Instagram. You can check out my Pinterest page. And then I also have a website called LeisEllison.com. And that's where I save all my recipes. So it's Kathy from San Juan Capistrano. Oh, Kathy! I'm up in Torrance. I'm actually originally from Huntington Beach. All right, so we're going to crack open 8 eggs. Wow, I bet it is absolutely gorgeous in San Juan Capistrano today. Our weather is ridiculous. Can you believe that it's February? This is crazy. I just ran the locals. That's right. Woo! I just ran the Surf City Half Marathon on Sunday. And I was complaining because, like, a week ago we were freezing, right? And so we're going to do 8 of these eggs. A week ago we were freezing, and then on Sunday it got up to like 84, I think, while I was running. And then now we're in, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And now we're like into like 88. It's almost in the 90s. And I'm very thankful that it was the way it was on Sunday, and I didn't die. Because, yeah, the heat, boy, that can sure get you. All right, so here we go. Let me get my 8 eggs in here because we're going to do a big old meal and we can save this. You can have it for dinner, right? Eggs for dinner, never a problem. You can take it for lunch. If you take a small slice of it tomorrow to work and a little side salad, how perfect is that, right? All right, so let me make sure 2, 4, 6, 7, one more. Okay. And then we're going to mix these up. So like I said, I've got my ovens on 450. We will be finishing. Ooh, somebody else just came on. Hi, I didn't see who that was. I'm going to turn on my stove. We're going to get our pan getting warm here. And I'm just going to use some coconut oil. I like to use coconut oil. You can use olive oil also. Thank you guys so much for the hearts. I'm loving the heart love. Let me grab a knife. If our third person wants to introduce themselves, if not, you might be on another device that you can't introduce, and that's totally cool. Thanks for joining. And to all my replayers, you guys, thank you for following me. You can still give me hearts during the replay just so that I know if I'm giving you good content. Okay? All right, so let me trash these guys. We're gonna make a mess today. We're just gonna have some fun. So I'm gonna blend up my eggs. And then I'm going to get my pans heating, and we're going to cook up our onions and our celery and our carrots. We're going to do a little mirepoix that we're going to start our mix with, and it's just going to add a level of flavor. If you guys watch me, you know I use this a lot for my foods, because the purpose for my scope is VeggieCentric is to help you guys get more vegetables in your body every day. And so by doing that, I'm just doing layers and layers and layers of veggies. Found you from Grace Smith. Helping her bake veggies. Oh, awesome. That was like the best time. Oh my God, she was hilarious. And I was so, okay. Now, yeah, that was like such a good time. She was hilarious. And I was like, God, you know, the one thing, I know, right? It was so funny. The one thing that I wanted to, you know, tell her, and I did a little bit, I think, was it's all about prep. You really want to prepare like the whole thing, and usually on my scopes I do more prep, but today we're gonna wing it because that's the challenge. All right, so I've got some celery that I'm gonna dice up. Typically before my scopes I would have all of this worked out, so I would have all of it already chopped up, cute little sizes, but because we're winging it, we're just pulling it out of the fridge today. This is what we're gonna do. So I'm going to move this a little bit just so you guys can see. Maybe I'll get a little closer. I'm going to try and... Yeah, she was from the fridge to the oven. Yeah, it was like chaos. I'm like, oh my God, girl, you've got to... Let's slow your roll. But it was awesome. It was so much fun. I had such a blast that night. And my husband and son were like in my son's room. They were playing Xbox. And they just heard me laughing and screaming. I was having so much fun. She was killing me. And Bernardo like trying to chop the onions and stuff up. And she's just throwing things in there. Oh, it was a blast. It was so much fun. All right, I'm going to grab some of these carrots. And we're going to chop those up and add that in there. So Grace is awesome, isn't she? Like, what an amazing thing. That has made a huge difference in my life. I don't know, how long have you been following her? Kathy, because I just find her amazing. I love that she comes on at noon, and I know, right? She comes on at noon, and I work as a paralegal at a law firm, and it gets crazy. And so I just, like, on my lunch break, I put my earphones in and I listen to her, and we do our little, hypnoscope, and I get myself to calm down more since day one on Periscope. Oh, awesome. So were you a follower of hers before, like, the website and stuff? Because I'm so amazed by her and what she's done for me, and now to be able to use those skills to just calm myself, awesome, to just use those skills and like calm myself down really at any time that if I start to get stressed, I can actually calm myself down. And I had started with some meditation, working on some of like Beck's Life's meditations, and also Danielle Diamond. And I was okay at it, but I really found those, the hypnosis scopes from Hay House Radio. Oh, awesome. Okay. Yeah. So I found that the hypnoscopes really, really affected me because I could focus on a goal. I'm not as good at the meditation because my mind starts to float and I'm trying to bring myself back. But it's been such a good learning experience for me. And then, of course, like, you know, going through Grace, and then I started following Danny J, and she's the one who gave us this challenge. She's doing the Find the Money Project, and she gave us this challenge to eat everything in the house before you go to the grocery store and buy more. Granted, sometimes you're going to have to pick up, you know, a couple things here and there, but it's, you know, I realized how much we have in the house, and it's like, oh, but I don't want that. You know what? Figure it out. You know, eat the food. You wanted it at some point, right? You wanted to have that food. You bought it. I know, it's an amazing idea. So, let me get my onion, and we'll get this going. Yeah, it's such a great idea. She actually even, like day one of the project, we had to go through, oh, I missed it. We had to go through our bank statements. That was an eye-opener. Realizing how much money I was spending on food was ridiculous. Ridiculous. There's 3 of us, and it just blew me away. And we don't even eat out that often. We just like to cook. No waste of food. Yeah, you know, there's no reason. I mean, all this stuff that I have is good, healthy food, but it's like you come home, you're tired, you know. Like I said, I work as a paralegal. It can be really, really stressful. I can be working late. And so I come home and I'm like, oh, let's order in. You know, and we don't order in that often, but that adds up. And when we looked at how much, we were spending $500 a month eating out, like, or ordering in. Ridiculous. That's just, it's so wasteful. When I love to cook, my husband loves to cook, we make great food, you know, what are we doing? So this has been an amazing challenge. So that's why I wanted to take today and just pull from the fridge and say, okay, you know what? I'm not sure what we're going to have, but I'm going to come up with something fun. So I'm putting in the onions. I'm putting in the carrots. Can you hear that sizzle? Woo, love that sound. And our celery. And we know what's in it exactly. This is clean, right? I mean, I do have some jarred salsa stuff, you know, but in general, you're able to, thank you for the hearts, by the way. And if you think you're, if you want to share, if you think this is good content that other people would be interested in, I would love that. But yeah, we get to determine what we're putting into our body, right? And that makes such a huge difference. And you're also able to do portion control. And when I make stuff like this, I get it, you know, I get leftovers for the rest of the week. It means that I'm eating healthier at my lunches. I'm eating healthier at my dinners. There's really no excuse, you know? All right, so we're going to get that cooking up. And we're just starting with that little mixture. All right. So the other thing that I found is, right? I know. So I would have normally have gone and gotten black beans to go with this because we're doing that sort of Southwestern Mexican style. And I would have been like, oh, it has to be black beans. But why does it have to be black beans? I don't know. I just like, you know. So I have some kidney beans that I'm going to use in replacement. Same difference, right? I mean, it's not a huge, although I do love black beans like crazy, but this still does the trick. All right, I'm going to dump out the liquid in here, and then, oops, okay. Also, I had a little bit of some artichoke quarters. Love these things, so we're going to add some of those, and let me dump out the liquid from that. Okay, and that's all, well, this is all cooking over here and just getting all nice and yummy. I showed earlier, but I think before you guys got here, I always have turkey taco meat on hand. Always, always. My husband and son love it, and it's a way that if I'm working late or I've got a PTA meeting or something like that, they can make tacos, burritos, whatever. I can throw together a taco salad, which is like what I had for lunch yesterday. So having your prep done on the weekend is really key. And that was kind of what I was trying to tell Grace when we were watching that scope. It was so hilarious. That you gotta do a little bit of the prep. I mean, fresh is good, but if you put a little extra time on the weekend, the entire week is gonna flow really easily. So what I've got is my 8 eggs. I'm gonna add just a little bit of a heavy cream. This will make it a little richer. And we'll blend that in. Okay. And then I'm going to salt and pepper these eggs, and then I'm going to put them aside while we cook everything else. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining me. This is awesome. I love it. I know it's hard, I think. Whoops, what did I do? Okay. I think evening scopes are a little difficult for people. But you guys can always watch my replays at catch.me/LeisOnLife. And you can always catch my recipes. Also, we're going to get out a little bit of garlic, you guys, just a couple cloves of this. And catch my recipes on my website at LeisOnLife.com. And I do also link the video to the catch.me site, so you can also check it out there while you're looking. My website is definitely a work in progress. I put it up myself, so there's a lot of things that I still would like to do and need to learn how to do, but I'm super proud of myself for actually like at least getting it started. This has always been like a dream of mine. I always kind of found it a little daunting, but a good friend of mine, my running coach Amanda from Run to the Finish, just really started saying, why don't you try this? Why not? What's it going to hurt? And so she's kind of been helping me and mentoring me, and it's been really amazing, and finding parts of myself that I didn't know I had, that I could accomplish something like this, and sit in front of people on a live video and cook for them and chat with them. And all right, so I've got 2 small cloves that I have diced up, and we're just going to add those in with our base veggies right here. Okay. Now I'm adding those in a little bit later because I don't want them to burn. Okay. So I wanted to give the bravery. Yeah, either that or just I'm crazy. I don't know. No, I know. I love doing these scopes. It's so much fun. Hey Kim, thanks for coming on. Oh, I haven't seen you, or well, you're seeing me. I'm not seeing you. But we haven't chatted in a while. So that's my cousin Kim coming on right now. So Kim, I'm doing this Find the Money challenge. Okay, I'm going to reduce the heat. If you see that, there's a lot of steam. I'm not sure if you guys can see a lot of steam coming up. I don't want things to burn. So I'm actually going to get a little bit of my olive oil spray just to make sure. Thank you so much for the hearts. I am just loving this. I'm pretty sure that's Kathy, right? You're purple today. So I am doing this Find the Money project. You know it, but you watch my replays. Yay! Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you, thank you. So I'm doing this Find the Money project, and we are being challenged to eat everything in the house before you go to the store. So that's what we're doing. We're just pulling stuff together. And I have just grabbed out some veggies, and oh, there's my mushroom I need to chop up. And we're just throwing this sucker together. So I'm not as organized as I normally am, because we're just going to have some fun tonight. We're just going to be like, okay, this is what people do. You love the idea? I know, right? I mean, it's just, it makes sense. It's so crazy. We as Americans spend so much money on food when we really don't need to. You know, we don't, it's interesting because we have this sort of lack mentality that the food's going to go away. And in America, the food's not going away, people. It's not going away. I actually did a scope with Grace, where Grace Smith, or I watched a scope where Grace, she hypnotized Danny J, the one who's running this Find the Money project, and she was asking questions about money and who did you need to talk to, and I had this really, really crazy moment where, you know, during the hypnosis, I saw my dad, and I told my dad that I wasn't going to be poor or spend all the money and not have food for my family like he did to us. And it was a huge aha moment and like really, really emotional. And I posted that up in our group, and people started to really open up about our fear of not having food. There hasn't been I mean, I know, it was amazing. It was an amazing moment, and something obviously that I needed to face. So, all right, we are going to add in our tomatoes, and I'm just going to leave these nice and big. I think they're beautiful, and I want them to show up. I'm going to do a couple more. So yeah, I think that we need to face our sort of fears of not having enough, maybe not having enough money, not having enough food, whatever that is. And my husband and I were doing this thing together, and we started talking about like times when we were kids, when I remember we didn't have any money, and my mom worked at a hair salon, and I got the hand-me-downs from the owner because she was short. And I was in like 5th grade, and I'm wearing, and she was a very nice dresser, but in 5th grade, you know, all these like fancy clothes, I looked like the biggest dork in school, and was. And I was. And so, you know, that was like a huge memory of mine of just when we were poor, when we didn't have as much. And I think my mother-in-law is on right now, and Sean remembers when he had to wear some of your OP corduroy pants and shirts, and he said, thank God my mom was a tomboy. But that's what happens, you know, when you're young. And so that stuff does, you know, stay with you, and we have to remember that that doesn't apply to now. It isn't, we're living the now, right now, you know. So I needed to step away from this lack mentality of being afraid of not having enough food and needing to eat all the food. It was a pretty big moment for me to figure that out. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to add in is the turkey taco meat that I told you guys about. And we're just going to do a couple scoops of that. Oh, listen to the sizzle. Abundance, totally. Yeah, and I really thought that wasn't me, that I didn't think that way, but obviously I did when I needed to tell my dad that. So we all have stuff in our subconscious that we could put a little effort into paying attention to, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, mamacita. Oh, I'm so excited about this, you guys. This is getting better and better. All right, another thing that I love to use is called Better Than Bouillon. And so this actually, you need the slightest little bit of this with a little bit of water. Let me grab some water. And, I need a little bit of this and some water is as much as like a whole container. You use this too? Awesome. So this saves you a ton of money, right? You're using one jar instead of buying those big old containers of stuff. This one's the veggie. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this in there so that my vegetables can soak up some of that flavor. All right. Oh, I love that. We are going to plop in some of our artichoke quarters. And so Kathy, my thing is always, my show's called VeggieCentric because back a couple years ago, my running coach, I got into one of her challenges, and it was like a holiday booty challenge, and she challenged us to eat 7 to 9 fruits and veggies a day. And I thought she was insane. And then I thought, oh, well, you know, we've got like all those protein powders that have like, you can get like 6 servings of veggies. She's like, yeah, no, you can't do that. It has to be real food. I'm like, oh. So I started to learn how to add more veggies to every dish that I make, like literally sneaking stuff in to my husband and son. Until now they trust me and they're like, just go for it, Mom. And so that made a huge, huge difference. So that's why I wanted to do Who, Ohio. I missed it. Okay, now we're going to do our beans. I'm going to put the beans in there. Get a little bit of those. Yeah, and so, woohoo. I know, right? You are Ohio, Kim. My cousin's in Ohio. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let me make sure I've got everything. I'm so not organized. This is kind of funky for me. I usually have all my little things laid out perfectly. So once I did that challenge, I started to get all kinds of veggies into our dishes, and I wanted to show other people how to do that. That it really wasn't that difficult, you know. Okay, so I think I'm ready. I'm going to blend up my eggs a little bit. Okay, got that. Okay, the cheese is to go on top. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit of the salsa. And you can do, whatever kind of salsa you want. I just wanted to put a little bit of a kick in here. And always upping the veggie content. That's my goal. We're going to do as many veggies as we can. I thought about putting in the diced jalapenos, but I think we're going to be good enough. So I'm going to leave it like this. Do you use NutriBullet for veggie smoothies? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I have my handy dandy. There he is. That's my boy. I love that guy. And I've had that one for over 2 years, and it is still just working away, man. Love it. How about you? You do the NutriBullet? I have, I've done some scopes in the past that are on Catch.me that are like green smoothies and different flavors. Oh, cool. But I haven't put them on my website, and I really need to do that. I really was focusing on the veggie dishes, but that's another thing. Like, there's so many different flavor combos you can do with a smoothie, so I need to get those on. I was thinking about trying to get that done this weekend. All right. So, okay, this is good, this is good. Let me just do my little checklist, make sure I'm hitting all the stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we're going to pour our eggs in over this. Making our frittata. Yeah, you have to say it like that. This is when my son's like, Mom, you are such a freak. So this is a little bit of the celery, the ends. I love using these. They have a really, really good celery flavor, so we're going to chop up some of those. And I also have some parsley that I've actually been kind of drying out. I was going to dry it out and try and crush it down, but we're going to use it today. Let me see. Mom from Italy always made frittatas. Oh, how nice. I love that. They're just such a great way to just put everything in there. All right, so I want to get some leafiness on top of here. All right, just so that we actually have some green. They're so easy. They're so filling. Like I said, you can serve them with a salad. It's an amazing way to get, and you can use any kind of flavor palette, right? So we're doing a Mexican. I am adding cheese in just a little bit. It's right here. You can do like an Italian one, or even like Greek flavored, or so there's like so many different options and directions that you can go with a frittata, which is also why I love. Oh, look at you. I love eggs, because eggs will take on anything. They're such a great vehicle. All right, you know what we're gonna do? Get my parsley. All right, and then do our cheese. Actually, I'll put my parsley on after the cheese so that we get a nice green color. Because it's always about also the look of your food, right? I mean, I say this every time, but I really, really mean it. It makes a big difference when you see color. Your eyes, your stomach. Hold on. Sorry, paying attention to my cheese. When you see something, it makes your stomach hungry. Okay. Oh my God, that smells so good, you guys. I wish you had smell-o-vision. Oh my God. Okay, that seriously smells so good. So this is just, whoa, I just dropped that guy in there. Hold on. Hold on. We have to do some surgery, because I don't want just a big glob on there. Okay. This is just a cheddar cheese, a white cheddar. Put that across the top. Oh my God, this smells so good. And we're gonna take our parsley and just sprinkle that around. All right, can you guys see the lovely goodness? I'm gonna get you guys a little closer. Look at that. I love it so much. Woo! All right, so we're gonna finish this off in the oven. So let me get a mitt. All right, you can just see it's just bubbling away. And we're going to just finish that off for about 10 minutes in the oven. Oh, that sucker's heavy though. Turn that off. All right, so I'll sit and chat with you guys for a little bit. Yummo, I know. Oh my God, I'm super excited about this, especially like because I just randomly went in there and just said, okay, I'm going to look in my fridge and we're going to figure out something for dinner. So, I mean, here's the point, is that you can make something out of what you have in that refrigerator, in your cupboards. I was thinking I should do like a scope of just a talking one, where like people say, okay, I've got this in my fridge. What would you put together? Okay, I'm doing this tonight. Well, awesome. She's like, I'm frittataing, yay! Frittata and San Juan Capistrano. So what do you got in your fridge, Kathy? What are you going to put in your frittata? Right? No excuses. It's so awesome. I love it. I've made quite the mess, though. I got to tell you, it's driving me crazy because I really want to clean it up right now. Everything. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Put a bunch of, you know what would be awesome in there is some kale. Like a kale frittata would be just fabulous. Yeah, I mean, seriously, the options are endless, what you could put in there. So you said your mom made them when you were younger because she was spinach. Oh, yeah. Bomb, diddy bomb. That would be amazing. So your mom made a lot of frittatas growing up. So was your mom a really good cook? I find that Italians usually are. Always. Daily. Oh, wow. Okay. So was that like a morning, like breakfast thing that you guys did? Or it was just basically for all day, for any time during the day? Because I know, I mean, even for dinner, they're awesome. You know, like I said, lunch, whatever. But yeah, so all day, yeah. It's a perfect vehicle. It is. And like you said, like we can control what we're putting in there. So all of that is mostly fresh ingredients other than my salsa. We have a couple canned items, you know. But we're getting tons of veggies, tons in that dish. And you can always like top it too, like top some more diced up tomatoes on top, make it look really pretty when you present it. Put some more celery or celery leaves or the parsley. Yep, you got your protein. Yeah, it's a win-win. Definitely. I'm so glad you came over. This is really fun. So yeah, I'm really excited about doing this Find the Money project. It's made a huge difference in our lives. It got my husband and I talking about our finances. We literally sat down and went through everything that we pay in a month. Hey, Grandma Dana. Yeah, I mean, we did. It was amazing. And having that conversation that you just don't want to have, right? So we knew my husband's really, really good with money, but he's good with like, okay, no, we can't do this. So it was really interesting to sort of start at the beginning and say, okay, this is what we have money for. What do we want to put it towards? Like, what do we want to spend it on? What's our priorities this month? And the other thing was just actually looking around the house and realizing how many things I have that have just been sitting around. I have a sewing machine that I bought probably 4 or 5 years ago, never used, which means I'm not going to. So that sucker's going up for sale. It was awesome because this group, it's findthemoneyproject.com. And there's a Facebook group, and all these people have amazing ideas of how you can lower your bills or renegotiate your contracts for your cell phone or your cable or, you know, whatever it may be. And, you know, sometimes you are already getting the best deal. And, okay, that's okay. Then at least you know that, and you're like, okay, I can move on from that. But, yeah, it's been an amazing journey, and we're like, I guess, we're day 9. We're day 9 of it, and it's a 2-week thing. And it's been awesome. And it's been awesome, like, getting, yeah, so it's findthemoneyproject.com. And you can just search that. Yeah, Find the Money Project. And then you just go on and you'll put in, I don't think so. No, totally could start, because you could learn so much from the Facebook group. And you get these emails. I think once you start, you have to give your email address. And once you start, then you start getting these emails starting with day 1. And so you can go through the whole process. And I know Grace is on there too, also. She's doing it. Bex is doing it. Oh, you're so welcome. I want to share this with the world. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, Bex is on there, and Bex is going like crazy. She's selling everything. She's selling all of her like workout clothes for ridiculous amounts, and they're just like going like fire. And she's finding all different ways to, like, you know, reduce everything. How garage sales. Oh, so if you join the Facebook group, they'll send you an email, and then it'll have a link to the Facebook group. in there's a bunch of people that show different, there's like Facebook garage sales that you can find for your area. Like if you typed in San Juan Capistrano garage sale in the Facebook search bar, it'll come up that maybe somebody has put one together for your area. There's all kinds of like Poshmark and all of these different online companies that are reselling clothing. There's some for like your workout equipment, sports equipment. But if you go and join that and get the email, go into the Facebook group and you read through these people, and it's men and women, it's couples, it's boyfriend, girlfriends, it's everybody working together. It's roommates working together. And everybody's just sharing their information of how, they sold off their stuff, or how they called Verizon and they got them, maybe they couldn't get their rate reduced, but they gave them a $10 credit for next month. So, every little bit helps. And that's been super, super helpful. And like I said, for me, it was how much money we were spending on food. It was ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. We don't need that. We don't need all that food. It's but it's, I love food. I love cooking, but I just showed myself that I can cook whatever I have here and still make something amazing. All right, let me take a look at this. I don't want this to go too long. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. I think we got a little more to go. Just a couple more minutes. Oh my God, you guys. It smells so good. Yeah. Great, doing that too. You're making me busy. Yay! Then I've done my job. I feel great about that. Yeah. It's a little daunting, like trying to do it all in a 2-week period. But so I just had to remind myself that it's okay. So like I scheduled a garage sale for the end of this month, which means that, okay, it's not going to apply to the 2-week time frame, but it's in my mind that I'm cleaning stuff out. I'm going to get rid of things and like you said, like make room for abundance, right? That's what we need to do. And I don't need to hoard all these things, and I don't need to keep things to make myself feel better about myself. Yeah, it's been quite an amazing process. So yeah, definitely go check that out. You're going to love it. And it's propelling me. It is. It's insane. I'm taking more chances with things, and I'm much more sure of myself. So kind of reducing the clutter and getting rid of all that anxiety that sort of holds you down a little bit. Yeah, it's really making a world of difference. So yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. And then, of course, keep going to Grace because she's the bomb. All right, I'm going to take this out. Let's see. Here we go. Make sure you guys can see this. I'm going to need 2 for this guy. He's massive. Oh, it smells so lovely. All right, can you guys see that? Ah! We can lose weight with letting go of stuff. Somebody else had mentioned that too, and I got to tell you, that's a big issue for me. I'm hypothyroid, and I'm always blaming it on my condition, and I think one of the big aha moments was realizing that I have an issue with food. You too. Oh, okay. So realizing that I actually have an issue with food, that there's a fear of lack of not having enough, was a big, big aha moment. And so I think that is going to change my idea that I don't have to eat the whole plate. I don't have to eat, these humongous portions. Yes, right? Okay, so I'm going to finish this off with a little more cheese because I love cheese. I'm supposed to use all the stuff in the things, right? Okay. We're just going to nice layer of cheese across the top of that. Oh my God, Becky. So awesome. Look at that. Oh, it smells amazing. Thank you so much for the hearts. I love, love, love it. I'm glad that you are enjoying this. Okay. All right, I'm going to get a plate, and we're going to plate this sucker. I'll be back. All right. So I have my beautiful plate. My husband and my son buy me these cute little plates for my periscopes. They're so sweet. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. Holy cow, I made a mess, but this was fun. All right. All right, I hope he doesn't stick. I'm probably pulling him out a little too soon just so I can get this shot, but let's see. Oops. Okay, come here. Oh, not bad. All right, and I'm gonna take, let me see, this little tomato right there, and I'm gonna take a little bit of our parsley and just sprinkle that on top. So we have a little bit of greenage. And look at that, you guys. Look at that beautiful baby. My husband just looked at me like, are you talking to the food, honey? What do you think, babe?
I like our new baby.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, it is.
I'm so excited. It's going to be really, really hot, though, I think. All right, give me one.
Steaming.
It is. I know. I don't want to hurt myself, but it looks super, super good. Okay, here we go. Oh. Hey, babe, your phone's ringing.
I got it.
Right? Oh, my God. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. A little bit of spice from the salsa. And we've got the taco turkey meat in there. And just all kinds of yummy veggies. And, ooh, I just got a little bit of the kick. Fabulous. You guys have to try this one out. Thank you so, so much for the hearts, Kathy. This has been a lot of fun. Check out my other Catch.me videos or replays, and check out the LeisEllison.com. You're so welcome. And everybody, all my replayers, tap me some hearts. I come by, I check out my Catch.me's to see who's watching. I really, really appreciate it. Again, I'm Leis. I'm Leis on Life. I'll see you guys. I'll be back on Sunday at 3 o'clock Pacific. Need some avocado. Yeah, I know, but I didn't have any avocado, and I have to eat what's in the house, Kim. Even like a little drizzle chow, a little drizzle of some salsa, too, across the top, and then a piece of avocado. I know. It would be just amazing. But we're eating what's in the house, so this is what we're doing, and it's still damn good. I know. It's okay. That's all right. But, big picture-wise. Typically, there is an avocado in the house. You know me, right? All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I had a great time, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. All right. Peace out.